Welcome to our unique financial channel. There's nothing else like it on YouTube. Here you're going to find a wealth of information that will be reinforced the more videos you watch. You will gain valuable knowledge on financial concepts like sequence of returns risk, compound growth, the importance of your asset allocation, the impact inflation could have on your nest egg, the 4% withdrawal rule, and so much more. On this channel, we use actual historical returns from the last 100 years so you can see the numbers. We've developed dozens of spreadsheets to illustrate the above financial concepts using actual numbers from people. In this video, I want to look at this scenario. There's a real retirement planning tragedy going on out there. I recently saw this quote, 50% of women and 47% of men between the ages of 55 and 66 have no retirement savings, according to data from the Census Bureau. When they were asked what they would recommend to younger people, they said, I wished I would have started younger. Get started younger. Lack of financial literacy and having a solid investment strategy is creating a retirement crisis for too many Americans. Let's look at what we're talking about here. What I've done is taken somebody that would just save $50 a month. We're going to show what those numbers might accumulate to in a minute, but $50 a month. That is 31 cents an hour based on the 40-hour work week. And folks, if you're making $15 an hour, that'd be 2% of your wages. Instead of making $15 an hour, you'd be making $14.69 because 31 cents is going to this $50. It's going to your nest egg. When you see the actual numbers, you say, man, you can afford, that's 2%. Look if you're making $25 an hour. Instead of making $25 an hour, you'd be making $24.69. Why? Because 31 cents would be going to your nest egg. 31 cents, folks. That's all. Making $30 an hour, that's 1% of what you're making. If you just set that up, come right out of your paycheck into some kind of a 401k or whatever, this is all it's costing you. You wouldn't even notice the difference between making $29.69 and $30 if it came right out of your paycheck. Again, not everybody has that privilege of having a 401k, but you can do this through IRAs. Anyway, the main point of this is it's 31 cents an hour for $50. If you go to $75 a month, it's 47 cents. Look at this, less than a half a dollar going towards your retirement so you can have more comfortable retirement. What are we talking about? What would $50 a month look like if you saved it over a long period of time? Say, for example, at age 22, you get your first full-time job. Maybe you're graduate from college and you're starting to work your 40-hour work week. I ran the numbers here. Again, what we do on this channel is use the numbers for the S&P 500, which are right here. These are the returns. It's good years, down years, 75 times in the last 100 years, the market was up. 26 times it was down. What would the numbers look like if we just project ahead these same type returns? Obviously, we're going to come up with a range. But folks, what I did is take $50 a month. Again, that's what we just looked at. What that'd be 31 cents an hour. And we raise that by 3% a year because you're going to get cost of living adjustments in your wages, hopefully. So let's just run it $50 a month. This is the amount of money you would put in a 36-year period right here in this black row, all the way out to the 45-year period. And if you run the numbers using the S&P 500 returns for the last 100 years, these are the kind of numbers. Let's look at the 36-year column right here. In the worst case scenario, you would have $212,000 by the time you reached retirement after 36 years. Say, for example, you're 30 years old and you wait till then to start doing that $50 a month. This is what you have. The median is $300,000. But look out here at the age 45. If you start this at age 22, you would have put in $55,000. In the worst case scenario, you'd have $500,000. And in the median in this column would be $824,000. Now, folks, $50 a month, trying to show you how little that really is, 31 cents an hour. If we start doing $100 a month, all these numbers right here double. Guess what that makes this? That makes that $1 million. Let me show you what I mean. These are the numbers, folks. 22-year-old putting away 63 cents an hour of what they're making. Somebody making $30 an hour would be saving 63 cents, end up with $29.38. You wouldn't even notice the difference. It would be like taking a 2% pay cut. You wouldn't hardly notice the difference. Look at the numbers, though, folks. In the worst case scenario for a 45-year period, you would have $1 million. Now, if you did that for 40 years, you have 620. Again, this is the worst case scenario in the last 100 years. You can see the medians going through here, 937,000 for a 40-year period. If you're age 22 and got to age 45 years to age 67, $1.649 million. What's happening though? We see people retiring. The average American retiree at 170,000. Remember, folks, how many people had nothing in retirement savings? So if we have nothing for 50% of men and 47% of women, that means that the average American retiree, there must have been a whole bunch of people to raise this from zero in retirement savings up to 170,000. But again, look how much more you would have, 170,000, if you just did $50 a month. Again, $50 a month, 31 cents an hour. Let me show you the numbers. Here are the numbers again, $50 a month. Worst case scenario in a 45-year period, $504,000, saving how much? 31 cents an hour of what you're making. Folks, you're not going to notice the difference. And just going from this down to this, get it in there, get it working for you so you don't have to say this, I wish I had started earlier. A lot of people think $50 a month isn't going to amount to much. But look at the numbers, folks, over the long period of time. That's the compounding growth that we're talking about. Look at the 45-year graph. This is using 1928 numbers, but you can see how it shoots up. No matter what year we pick, look how compounding just takes off. This is what you need to do. Get it in there early. Even amounts as low as 31 cents an hour, and you can have these kind of numbers. Even in the worst case scenario, $500,000. Folks, that's what we do on this channel. We just love doing it. We love pointing out what compound growth can do for you. It doesn't take that much if you get it in there and let it work for you for a long period of time. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Please tell your friends and everybody you know about this channel. There's a channel out there that'll bring up all kinds of different spreadsheets to show you the impact of each one of these different concepts. We just love running numbers for people. Thanks so much for watching.